Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning, Sammy.
Yeah, good morning. How are you? Hey, everybody out there. How's everybody doing? Oh, my God. It's Wednesday. And yeah, I got my Star Trek original series uniform on. I'm
That
ready to
looks
talk
so
some
cool.
Star Trek. I'll stand up and show it to you guys because, yeah, somebody said in the chat earlier is where the spirits and hemlines were high.
Oh, yes.
That's totally true.
And that, not complaining about that at all.
More leg, the better. How are you this morning, sweetheart?
I'm good. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, it's halfway through the week already. Yeah.
Yes, hump day. What? Okay, I promise I'll never do that again.
You can't promise that. It's okay.
No. No, I keep seeing myself out of the corner of my eye on the screen, and I'm like, that doesn't look like me. I don't have red lipstick on, but red lipstick isn't regulation, so.
Yes. Can't wear red lipstick.
No, it's kind of, well, for the 60s, it didn't really set the tone. That was more the 40s and the 50s.
Yes.
That really you got red lips. I mean, I haven't changed my nail color. These are not regulation. Captain Kirk would probably show me off the bridge. But I'm a captain in my own right, so, Suck it! So should we say good morning to our chat?
Absolutely. Let's say hi to everyone.
We have the best chat, I swear to God. So Pat S., I think he was saying Pat S. was first.
Cool.
Project Storytime was second. So good morning, guys. Cyclo Boom Boy. Hello, how are you? And welcome. I hope you're still out there somewhere. Darth Haster is here, our wrench extraordinaire. D.D. Myers, good morning. Colin P. Smith. He says, what still surprises me is that TOS was aired, canceled, renewed, and done before Neil, Buzz, and Michael took a walk on the ramp to Apollo 11. Mm-hmm. I know, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that nuts? I saw this earlier in the chat and was just like, oh my God, he's right.
Mm-hmm. He was, yeah. And obviously, as we know, we wouldn't have had it back had it not been for Desi Lou. We would never have, we never would have had it.
Thank God for Lucille Ball.
Yeah.
My favorite redhead. Let's see who else is joining us. Mark the Infinitely Tired is here. Good morning, sweetheart. Lord Thoth is joining us. Good morning. Who else is hanging out with us this morning, hon?
Let me have a look. We have got Derek McManus. Good afternoon, love. YTL, good evening. Hello, sweetheart. James Stockdale, good to see you as always. Let me have a look. Who else have we got? James Andrew Morrison, good afternoon. Geek Inside. Hey, I like the new name.
That's me too. Awesome. Oh, look at this. Project Storytime became a YouTube member. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you very much.
Sweetheart. Appreciate it.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
We've got Positive Candor as well. Welcome. Good to see you. Whoop. And there goes the chat jumping.
Yeah, the chat just jumped on me too.
Good morning, sweetheart. We have got a Polymese Minion. Hello, love. How's the artwork coming? I know you said you were doing that the other day. Can't wait to see that. We've got Battle Hymn 63. Good to see you. Jester of Sin. Welcome. Dr. Herky Monkey with a new avatar. That's looking pretty cool.
That's a new avatar. I like it.
Who else have we got? I think I'm skipping people because it's jumping on me.
I know it's jumping like crazy. Chris Persia is hanging out. He says, hello, Nurse Sammy. I'll stand up and show you guys the uniform in a bit. Don't worry.
Captain Trek, welcome. Good to see you, sweetheart. Good morning.
Hello.
And we've got a super chat from Darth Haster. Thank you, sweetheart.
Oh my gosh, Jim the Viking is here. Hey Jim, how are you? Cam, good morning.
Good morning.
The chat is jumping on me like crazy and I can't find the damn. There it is. Found it.
Got it?
Yep. He didn't say anything, just dropped $10 in the till and bugged off. I'm like, you didn't go far. You got
Pastor, thank you, sweetheart. You don't have to do that. Thank you.
That was really sweet, honey. Yeah, you're not required to super chat, babe.
We've got Mr. Cactus, Naughty Monkey RF. Sorry, honey, nearly gave you the wrong name. And Speak for the Dead. Welcome, Brian. Good to see you. Dee
Hey,
Myers.
Brian.
Oh, goodness, we've got a lot of people in today. Good to see you. Looks like
And Martin
everyone
Orlando is hanging out.
Trek. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, Mr. Cactus always says, hello, friends. Hello, Mr. Cactus.
Hello,
I'd give you
Mr.
a
Cactus.
hug, but it would be a little prickly. James Stockdale. So are we covering tribbles and butter? Sure.
Yeah, after that talk that we had on Monday, I still can't get over the fact that you deep fry butter. That's a thing.
Yeah. Did you ever Google that?
Mind blown.
Blown. I know, right?
I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, I guess, but still.
My camera effed up. Sorry. I moved too fast. Yeah, you shouldn't be surprised. They'll fry, like Scotland, they'll fry anything.
I still maintain that Scotland and Texas are kindred spirits.
I think they are. Purple. Quarter of the way done.
Nice. I would love to see it when you're finished. I've seen them before, but I've never done one, so I'd be curious to see how they're done. I know they're quite therapeutic, I've heard.
That's what I've heard too. Yeah, if you have Instagram, Apollome's Minion, follow us on Instagram. The link should be in the description below. Mm-hmm. I'd love to see some of your art and then repost it if you'll let us. That would be really, really cool. I'll be posting on Instagram later because I took some pictures, some selfies of my uniform. So that'll be up later today.
Speaking of which, can you give us a full shot of the uniform?
Sure. As Lord Thought says, gotta have my fried haggis, loves. If it's not Scottish, it's crap.
He's right, though. It's not Scottish. It's actually English, would you believe?
But haggis is English?
Yeah, but the Scots can have it. I've tried it. It's not as bad as you think it's going to be, but it's an acquired taste.
It's okay. Kind of like spotted dick. It's definitely acquired taste. Okay, so let me put the light on here. Pardon the back, because I had to tuck my uniform because it's much bigger than it used to be. I can't turn around, but because it's all nipped and tucked in the back. But I'm about 30 pounds lighter than when I originally made this uniform, so I can't really turn around.
So cool. And as they say, hemlines are high, as they should be.
Yep, hemline is high. So yeah, thanks guys.
Did you say you were going to completely remake it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and completely redo the whole thing because the pattern goes from extra large to extra small. Mm-hmm. So the one I cut out the large one. And then I lost 20 pounds or 30 pounds. And that changes the whole line of the costume of the uniform. So I'm like, shite.
So just start over from scratch because you have got the badge as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I have another badge. And I still have plenty of this blue fabric and the rickrack to go around. And I'm going to remove the neckline from this one and put it on the new one. Because the neckline is still follows the same line. And James Stockdale, wolf whistle.
And good morning, Shellback. Good to see you, sweetheart.
Good morning, Shellback. How are you? Good to see you in the chat, boss.
He says, beam me up.
Beam me up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Pod Racing Palpatine. Shouldn't that be a wharf whistle? Oh.
See what you did there.
Wow. Dad jokes already.
Is there a reason you went for the blue over the red and the gold?
I went for the blue because I also have or had, I don't have it any longer. I wish I still did, but I had a TNG uniform. My TNG uniform was blue because I studied the sciences. I went into counseling, like Counselor Troy at first.
Cool.
So the medical background, a little bit of the medical and sciences backgrounds, but then I changed my major and went into the diplomatic corps, but that allowed me to keep a blue uniform.
Nice.
So that's what I did. And we've got another new member. Danny Boy has become a YouTube member as well. Thank you, Danny Boy.
He has. Welcome, he upgraded. Thank you, sweetheart.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought he was already a member, but he upgraded his membership. So awesome.
Welcome. Thank you. You guys are the best.
We have the best chat. Swear to God.
So, where do you want to kick off on? You want to go from like your absolute favorite, or do you just want to pick a episode at random?
Well, I could go with my absolute favorite is Amok Time. Across the board. And I never understood why. I think it was because I always felt such a connection to Spock's character more than anybody else's, except for the humor of DeForest Kelly.
Yes.
As Dr. McCoy.
I've got to admit, DeForest Kelly was my favorite. Dr. McCoy, of all the main three characters, he's the one that I like the most. I've got to admit. I know people tend to kind of just gravitate towards one of the three guys, but it was Dr. McCoy for me.
It was Dr. McCoy for you? Well, I can see why, because was always in, DeForest Kelly was always in Westerns, and I know how much you love Westerns. So I get that.
I just loved his character and just loved the idea of, he cares so much about people, but at the same time he'll slap you across the back of the head for doing something stupid.
Bones. Yeah, YTL.
Exactly.
Bones.
And I loved the back and forth that he had with Spock. And the fact that they deeply cared about each other as friends underneath.
Yeah. Even though you green-blooded son of a bitch. The Geek Inside says his favorite episode of Space Seed. Okay, that's a real close second.
Yes, Space Seed is a great episode.
That was the introduction to Khan and to all things fantastic about Ricardo Montalban.
Yes.
And why they brought him back.
We were talking about him in the green room, weren't we?
He was
saying, I think it was even said in the chat earlier, Wrath of Khan is the best enough said, and I've been inclined to agree.
Yeah, there's a positive candor. I'm like, yeah, okay, I won't deny that. As far as the films go, I won't deny that because, I even skip one. If I have to go in order of the films, it's 2, 3, 4, 1, or 2, 3, 4, 6, 1, 5.
We can do without that. It's okay. It's fine.
5, I have heard arguments about 5, and I'm just like, you can argue with me till the cows come home. I fracking hated it.
To be fair, for the longest time, I felt the same way about the motion picture because it just felt a really, really long episode.
Yeah, it did.
An event. It was just a really long episode of Star Trek, and not a particularly great episode either. But we were saying about Ricardo Montalban how weird it is to see him in the series and then to watch Wrath of Khan.
Yes, it's really weird to see how he changed, but at the same time, to see Ricardo Montalban and be like, God damn, that man took care of himself.
Yes, he did. All natural.
Meanwhile, Shellback.
That's okay, Shellback. That's what it's here for.
That's what it's there for, hon. That's totally cool. That's why she wears that top. That and it's purple, and purple always looks good on her anyway. They didn't have any purple uniforms in Star Trek, the original series, so
no. And
we had a bland color palette.
Sammy's been kind enough to say that she's going to make a red uniform for me.
Yes, I am. Yes, I
So
am. I've got
eventually
plenty of
I
red
will be able to
fabric.
wear
Yep. Yeah, so I can go ahead and make it, and then I have to fit it when you get here.
that. Yes.
And already we've got one going into the TNG. Best of Both Worlds Part 1 and 2, followed by Family, is a great TNG trilogy. Yes, and they're my ultimate favorites of TNG.
See, for me, for TNG, it would be Chains of Command, Part 1 and 2.
Oh, see, I had a hard time liking it because
It's a
tough watch.
It's a tough watch,
It's
but
tough.
But I love the back and forth between David Warner and oh god, Picard, Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart, yeah, they were. Wow, that's a really hard watch for me. It was painful. Just because and I think you're right. It was the dichotomy between those two characters and the way they played off of each other. And there are four lights. You can't forget that.
Literally, it is burned into your memory. Just going back to TOS before we kind of jump into that.
Yeah, Lucy and Desi for Star Trek.
Yep,
we were talking about that in the green room. Sorry.
Exactly. I think, who was it who brought it up? It was Devil in the Dark.
That's
my
Brian.
favorite episode, Brian. Yeah. With the water.
With the giant ravioli.
I love that alien. I think it's cute.
Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer.
Which might have been the actual origin of that saying, if I remember correctly.
Something like that, anyway.
It's got to be one of the first times he ever said it.
I think so. I think you're right. It's just like, oh my god, really? Wow. Project Storytime puts in a couple favorites. Is Balance of Terror. Yeah. Awesome. That's on our list of ones to watch. Boy, he goes into the whole series. Okay, Tapestry from TNG. In the Pale Moonlight. That's a lot of people's favorites from DS9.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree with that one. Yeah.
And Scorpion, I also agree with for Voyager. But I never watched Enterprise, so and guys, don't cancel me, but I didn't watch a lot of DS9 either. It put me off in the very beginning, so it was very hard to watch. Plus the timing of it when it came out, I was a new mom. So, taking care of a little one and trying to watch Star Trek they weren't conducive to each other.
No, it's not going to happen.
It's like, it's called sleep. You sleep when the baby sleeps. And if that happens to be when DS9 is on, that's when you sleep.
Whenever that is, yes. Danny Boy and Lorthroff bring up Trials and Tribulations.
Oh, yeah. Trials and Tribulations. Oh, my God. I have not seen that episode. Let's see. There was some Pod Racing Palpatine, Assignment Earth with Gary 7. That was pretty cool. That was going to be a spin-off. I was reading, so I got my book out, my Captain's Logs. And I have everything marked for my episodes. And the pink is the original series, the blue is TNG. But it just highlights the seasons. I can go back and read if I want to. I've put my glasses on, but I have to go back and read. But I was doing that last night. Let's see. Lord Thoth's The City on the Edge of Forever, Mirror, Mirror, and Doomsday Machine. Yes, the Mirror, Mirror episode is one of my favorites too.
Same, and I really liked City on the Edge of Forever.
Oh, that was a tough watch for me. It's aged well, but it was hard to watch.
Yes, I was going to say, what did you think of that one? Yeah, because a lot of people say that's one of the harder ones that they did. I think because it is a kind of emotional punch at the end.
Yeah, and it's Picard playing Holmes. YTL? You mean Data?
They use they use that a lot, didn't they? Whenever they couldn't think of anything, they'd be into the holodeck.
Right? We're going into holodeck. And I'm like, okay.
No, it's a holodeck episode. Okay.
Clip episode, like Shades of Grey. Shades of Grey at the end of season 2 of TNG was a clip episode because you could tell that was when the writer's strike was happening. So
yes, just try to cobble something together.
Oh, the episode was bad. And I love Commander Riker, but oh God, it was just bad.
What did you think about the original pilot's menagerie?
I like the menagerie. I don't like the cage.
Ah, okay.
I think it's the way they recut it. And added to it with the whole trial and everything. I think that was what made it better for me, but it was hard. It was cringeworthy to me to watch the cage. I was just like, okay, I can see why they wanted it redone. Why the network wanted it redone. Because I'm just like, no. But the menagerie, much better.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Shellback, Shades of Grey. What? How many shades? I heard there's 50. But I don't want to go there.
Yes, so that's the subject that we're probably never going to cover. Not even on the burlesque streams. Not
even in burlesque. It's just like, no, are you kidding me? This is not the way. No. Stop it. Get the rolled up newspaper out. No.
Stop it.
Ptolemy's Minion says 51. Where's Josh? He'll sit here and say 42. Didi Myers' cage is one of my favorites.
I really like the cage, I've got to admit. I think Roger Haynes said that he really liked the holodeck episodes. I did.
Yeah.
Until they did the Robin Hood one.
Oh my God. That one was just funny.
Wolf, I'm not a merry man.
I protest. I am not a merry man. I swear to God. I love it when he took the mandolin that Geordi was trying to play and just smashed it against a tree, handed it back to him and said, sorry. I'm just like, oh my God, this has got to be the weirdest episode ever.
See, for anyone who says Star Trek isn't funny, I point them in that direction of that episode. It's like, watch this, having a basket, it's funny.
It's so funny. It's just like, oh my God. Seriously?
That and the episode where Troy's mum arrives for the wedding.
Oh God.
That's just a ridiculous episode as well. Where they all have to get naked at the end.
But I loved Loxana in that episode though.
Me too.
She was absolutely priceless.
I loved her in all of the roles that she played.
Oh, Nurse Chapel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and the original computer and the computer from
TNG. Yeah.
Shore Leave, Doc McCoy seeing that white rabbit. Yeah, what was he sipping on? Had me wondering. That's not just a mint julep, is it there, buddy? Oh my God. What does Mark the Infinitely Tired say? He's Archer. He's talking about Enterprise.
Cool.
Because I've heard from a lot of you guys that season 4 it really got good.
It did.
Enterprise.
Yeah. It was season 4 where they kind of found their stride. You know, they kind of figured out how they wanted to do it.
Right.
And then it got cancelled. It's like, oh shit. But I really liked Spatula. I thought he was a great captain. I actually liked him.
Really?
Yeah. I liked him better than
check it out.
Am I? because we were talking about that this morning in
Oh yeah.
Loki's chat as well.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna watch it. I've been hesitant to watch it. Project Story Time, 52 Shades of Brown for the new Trek. That's not even Trek to me. That's just some weird show that they're trying to pass off as Star Trek. That's not Star Trek.
Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Mexican Iron Man. Thank you,
Yeah,
sweetheart.
I just saw that pop up. Mexican Iron Man needs to go back. Needs to get back to his tax client soon, but just wanted to say hi and giggity giggity. And once I get warmed up, it's rapid refund, direct deposit, sexy time.
Oh,
Thank
honey.
you, Mexican Iron Man.
Thank you, puppy.
There you go. I was going to say, you got to call him his special name. He's got a pet name.
He's working very hard at the moment, bless him.
Yes.
So everyone send Mexican Iron Man some love. He really is working his butt off.
Yeah, love and positive energy, and this is not the great time of year for a tax guy.
Mm-hmm.
That is for sure.
And Roger Haynes brings up a good point. Yeah, with just Q having some fun. And I loved it when Q used to turn up. I know some people don't like his character. But
Really? I haven't met anybody who doesn't like Q.
I love Q. I love it when he turns
Q.
up and messes with Picard, and then he tries it on DS9, and Cisco just punches him.
Okay, 2 things on my list that I have to watch is DS9 the whole way through, start to finish, and Enterprise. Because I've watched Voyager and, of course, TNG and all that. But, yeah. And this is another good one. The Westerns, Fistful of Datas.
Yes.
That's another one of my favorites.
Oh, my God.
That was amazing. That was an amazing episode.
Considering how weak the very first episode of TNG was, yes, they got so much better. But I think it was the second season where they really kind of hit their stride. You think?
Yeah, definitely. In both series, TNG and TOS, they both really. The first season was a slog. It was hard for me to get through because there weren't many episodes in the first season of TOS that I really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
I will watch them over again because, like I've said, the show holds up really well.
It does,
but
yeah.
I won't stop in my tracks for every single episode. It's like, oh, wait, I need to watch this one. No wonder. Let me get my book out and go through the episode list. Man Trap. No.
Yeah.
Charlie X, Where No Man Has Gone Before. Yes. Naked Time, which that really pissed me off that they did a Naked Now.
Really?
In TNG. Yeah, I was just like, do we need to know that Data is fully functional?
Didn't need to know, but apparently we do. So.
And Cavitano Cavalry Trooper J says, amazed the Dr. Crusher episode with the ghosts. Yeah, Sub Rosa. Oh, that episode. Oh.
Sorry, I loved Dr. Crusher. She was one of my favorite characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same with me, but that episode was just like cringe. I mean, that's a good question, Roger Haynes. Do you prefer the stories where they put the crew in modern day settings or historical ones? I just watched the one where they put them in to Nazi Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And was like, I forgot how good. I can't remember the name of the damn episode. I just watched it this morning. But I forgot how decent. Yeah, I forgot how good that episode actually was because it was pretty decent. I like both. I know that's like a wussy answer, but I do. I like both of them.
I like both because I like see them kind of react to something historical, but obviously being a sci-fi show, it is nice to see the futuristic setting. So, but I think it does depend on the episode, and sometimes it depends on the crew. I think TOS did it better than Next Generation.
Yeah.
And I think both did it better than Voyager.
The Robin Hood episode was Cupid. Yeah, it was. Now, as far as funny goes, that's one of my favorite episodes of TNG. I could watch TNG over and over again. Oh, I'm catching up on the chat. It just jumped on me. Can we make Drumhead mandatory viewing in all schools? That's, you know what, Jester of Sin? I wish they would, because that's another one of my all-time favorites, the Drumhead. It's really hard for me to watch, but it's so realistic and so true that I'm like, take a look around, man. The Drumhead is happening right now. I watched it the other day and was just like, holy shit, mind blown. Holy cow. Nope. The one where the one where Roxana Dawson actually was pregnant, so they wrote it in. LOL. Oh, in Voyager, yeah.
Yeah, they did that a few times, because they did that with in DS9 as well, with Nene Vista when she was pregnant. They wrote that in.
Oh, that's right. They did. I hear things from you guys, and it's like, do I even need to watch the episodes? Yes, I need to watch Deep Space Nine.
I need to watch Deep Space Nine.
Battle Hymn 63 says, personally, I've always disliked the way Trek handles time. What do you mean, time travel? Or current time, current events kind of stuff, or when they went back in time?
Time travel, I would imagine. I never liked the episodes where they had people from the past brought into the future, so they did that a few times.
Oh, that weird one with like Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was weird.
And was it the one on TNG where they find the survivors in the pods and they wake them up? And
yes, I was thinking about that episode yesterday.
Yeah. One of them gets a look at Worf and then faints.
Just faints straight away. Okay, she's down. Goodbye. One's a Southern gentleman, one's a businessman. It's just like, yeah, there was a snort in there, Mark. Oh, little one. Oh, tiny. But it was there. Hold on. Pat S says, I love any episode of DS9 where Chief O'Brien gets tortured, like 20 years in prison in his mind, or he is a clone, or he has PTSD. They did that to him?
They did. They were quite hard on Chief O'Brien in DS9, especially because there's a Cardassian character as a regular guest, which was Garak.
Oh, Garak, yeah.
The back and forth between those two is really interesting because of obviously what he's gone through with the Cardassians in the past.
Yeah, well, there was that one episode of TNG with the Cardassian. They were dealing with Cardassians, and O'Brien had been in the war. I think it was with his old captain when he snapped and started picking off Cardassian ships at random. But yeah.
Paris, it's a fake. Yes. That's such a great scene.
Okay, YTL, go to bed. Sleep good.
Sleep well, honey. We'll see you in the morning.
We'll see you later. Yes, the Phoenix. Thank you. Yeah, the USS Phoenix. Oh my God. That episode was a hard one for me to watch too. It was good, but it was hard for me to watch. He was watching that captain completely snap. But Picard, knowing full well that the Cardassians were up to some amazing bullshit. and not letting him get away with it. Wasn't O'Brien's Captain the Warden from Shawshank? Yes, he is.
Was he?
Same actor.
Same actor. Oh, that's cool.
It's
been a while since I've seen Shawshank. Good film, though.
I just watched it a few months ago. I don't know why. It's not usually on my to-watch list, but it's just like, it's on. I've got nothing else to watch, so whatever. Jim the Viking says, I love the Borg in TNG. They were really threatening. Did not like how whipped they got in Voyager. I don't know if I'd go that far, but
I think they might have been overused in Voyager.
The
Borg
that's true.
Best when they're a very kind of vague threat. When you overuse them, and I think we had the same problem with Picard. When you kind of almost make them into a sympathetic kind of race now. It's just like, no, it's the Borg.
They're the Borg. They're bad. Come on, guys. Pod Racing Palpatine, episode 42. Trouble with Tribbles. There's the 42. Where the hell is Josh? I have a Tribble up here somewhere. I think he's way up there.
I don't have a Tribble.
I've got to get you a Tribble. Oh my God. You don't have... Okay, I'm sending that in the next box. I'm sending you a Tribble. They're the cutest things.
Oh my God.
And James Stockdale says, oh yeah, they got whipped a fair bit. Okay. Have to go back and watch Voyager.
I really like the Borg. I think they're a great alien race.
I do too.
When they were a much bigger threat, I think they worked so much better. I think that's why I didn't like the film either.
And Pod Racing Palpatine, I actually saw this coming. Any episode was 7 of 9. Boys.
I think Kate Mulgrew would disagree with that. Wasn't there a whole kind of conflict between her and Jerry Ryan about that?
Yeah. Kate was not happy.
She did not like it.
But they needed to get those numbers up between, with males between the ages of 18 and 49, and the only way to do that was get a big-titted blonde, which is the direct opposite of Kate Mulgrew's character. So,
I love the relationship that the Doctor had with 7 of 9. When she kind of rediscovers her humanity, and especially I love the scene where he teaches her to sing. Because Jerry Ryan has a really beautiful singing voice. You wouldn't believe it.
She does. Very much so. I mean, I like Jerry Ryan as an actor. I really do. But I did not like 7 of 9. I was firmly in Kate Mulgrew's camp going, fuck this. Meanwhile, I've got Generalissimo Hayfig over there going, I could look at that. That's fine.
I've seen her costume, and her waist is... about this big.
Yeah, it's I think they shrunk her down to 20 inches in that corset, because that corset is a separate piece of the costume. It's just it's a cat suit over that bone corset, and I'm like, and it's molded, specially molded to her, and I'm thinking, how the hell did they get her in it? Somebody stuck a foot right in the middle of her back like that, and just yank. She
teeny tiny, and she's short as well. I was surprised. She looks like
is she really? Is she tiny?
She looks tiny. Well, the costume looks tiny. I mean, I know she wears high-heeled boots with it, but but teeny tiny, like big.
Pod Racing Palpatine, you're on it today, boss.
Well, we were talking about that in the green room, weren't we? About the comments about the hemlines, and that wasn't the guys; that was the ladies.
The ladies did that.
They wanted,
especially, they wanted to look like women, especially Majel. Majel was a hugely proactive on the way these uniforms were meant to look. And I'm like, awesome. Make them look like women. Because in TNG, they're kind of androgynous, almost. Yeah. I mean, but the hair, they're women, and the figure, but it's the uniforms. They're all wearing the same. Remember, they tried the cheerleader uniform in Encounter at Farpoint.
Pieces. Yeah.
And Troy looked like she always said she looked like an intergalactic cheerleader. And to top it off, they put it on a dude. I saw that and was like, nope.
Oh, honey.
Here's another one from James Stockdale to Paul. Worf Whistle.
I've got to admit, I never liked Paul as a character.
She's from Enterprise?
She's from Enterprise, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Perez has a really good comment about Garak.
Yes, found it.
Yeah, best guest star member Garak. It was... Oh, let me start again. And it cost what the life of one criminal, a Romulan senator, and the self-respect of one Starfleet officer. I don't know about you, but I call that a bargain. Yes, I'd agree.
But would the Ferengi call that a bargain? Go down to Quark's bar and ask. Shellback, there is not a damn thing wrong with intergalactic cheerleaders. I'm all about these short little uniforms.
Just not on a guy.
Just not on a dude, man. That was fucked up. Nobody wants to see that. No. Hey, Psycho Dwarf 9. How are you, hon?
Hey, Psycho Dwarf.
And to be fair, Sirtis is a lunatic. Yeah, she is now.
She is now. I don't think she was quite as crazy back in the day, but it's 27 years ago?
Thereabouts, yeah.
I used to love her hair. That great big hairpiece that they'd put on her.
That great big fall that they always put on her.
And as the seasons went, it just got bigger and bigger.
And bouncier. Until they finally let her have her own hair towards the end when they put her in a uniform. I was like, sad. I couldn't cosplay as her anymore because I didn't have the right wig.
Lord Froth, cancel the cleavage. Yeah, she did used to have a lot of cleavage showing, especially when she used to have the lilac-coloured uniform.
Yeah, the lilac-colored uniform and the sideways one from the green dress, which I actually used to own. I made my own green dress because I used to go to the conventions cosplay as her a lot of the times if I didn't have my uniform, which I did blow it out in my second pregnancy. So that's why that uniform no longer exists. Whoops.
And Danny Boy. God, I forgot about that cat. Spot was great. God. I completely forgot about that damn cat. The ginger cat that he called Spot.
Uh-huh.
Wasn't there several Spots, and one of them really, really liked Brent Spiner, but the rest of them didn't, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. There were several cats that played Spot, and just only one of them ever liked Brent.
They were a bit hit and miss with these cats.
Sir Lurch-a-Lot reporting in. Hey, Dave Bob. How are you, handsome? Good to see you. God, I remember Worf was the only one that Spot would go to, and he was allergic.
Yeah.
And he hated cats anyway.
It is. Didn't they tell him that you have to kind of pet him and tell him that he's a good boy or something like that?
Tell him he's a good cat, and he's an awesome cat. Tell him he is a pretty cat, and he is a good cat, and he's holding him like this, like, ugh. Yeah, the original, the male cat, she had babies in like season 6 or season 7. Genesis. I remember the episode well because that was it's that's one of my guilty favorites. I don't know why. Every time I say I like Genesis, people jump on me and are like, "Why? It's so weird." I'm like, "That's
it is a weird
why
episode.
I like it."
That's okay. You can like it, but it is weird.
It's like what? And Shellback wants to know: does anyone else have the hots for Tasha Yar? I did.
I love Tasha Yar. I can't believe they got rid of her so quickly. I mean,
Season
I know
1.
she kind of came back as the Romulan character.
Yeah,
but it's not the same.
It wasn't the same. I mean, that character had a lot of potential for development, and she just left the show. Keely.
I mean, he's not wrong.
No,
but you know,
wrong.
From Crusher, we did end up with Wesley, so Wesley I could have done without.
Ugh.
Yeah,
when he went away, the show got better.
Yeah, it did. Sorry, we're waiting.
Sorry, not sorry. He's another one. Denise Crosby kind of got rid of herself. Yeah, she kind of did.
Yeah, she did. But like you say, I would have liked to have seen more of her, especially the relationship that was developing with her and Data. I think they could have taken that in an interesting direction.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Mark the Infinitely Tired. Yeah, she was filming a movie and got written out of the show. It was Pet Sematary. Yeah, because I went. That's the only reason I went to see that movie was because of Denise Crosby. And then I had nightmares for weeks.
Oh, I like Pet Sematary. I didn't think much of the remake, but the original is a really good
the remake was awful. Ugh. It's like, why? You changed the whole story just so you could girl it up? Really? Thank you, Psychodorf9 with the $2 super chat. No self-respecting cat enjoys being held badly. That is very true. As a person who has owned cats in the past, hold the cat properly and they'll be fine.
When you pick a cat up and they just stretch.
Yeah, they just keep going. It's like a slinky cat. The hell with it being a wiener dog? It's like a slinky. Or when you hold them, this is what my kid does with her cat. She picks her up under the front legs and just holds her and kind of wiggles her back and forth and goes, kitty, 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 kitty. And I swear to God, the cat gets longer every time she does it. And the cat's just like, freaking stop. You're so weird.
I love that cat. She's so funny.
Bub is weird. Bub is a weird cat. Of course, I might be the only person. Yeah, you're the only person, Mark.
Yeah. Sorry,
in
Mark.
My opinion. Yeah, sorry. I did not like Dr. Pulaski.
So I know she was brought on for behind the scenes reasons.
Yes.
But she never really gelled with the main cast, did she, if I remember correctly?
No.
And you can see in the episodes that there wasn't that kind of camaraderie there.
No, there was immediate gel factor with Gates McFadden, not with Catherine Pulaski. Diana Muldaur, who I love as an actress, loved her in the original series, the 2 episodes she did in the original series. Loved her in some other stuff that she's done, but just did not like her on TNG. And you could the one episode I liked was Elementary Dear Data.
Yes.
And that's because it put her at odds with Moriarty. So, tea and crumpets with Professor Moriarty. So,
Did you like the holodeck episodes? Because that kind of brings to mind that one that they did on Voyager. But it was that kind of almost Flash
where
Gordon.
They went to Ireland? Oh, the Flash Gordon one? Ooh. Yes. Yeah, I love that one.
And it turns out it's Janeway who has to play the main female villain, which I thought was hilarious.
With all this spider lady shit. Yeah. Just like, I want to cosplay that so bad.
She's like, here she is thinking, oh yeah, I can shove 7 of 9 into that role. Nope. It's you.
Nope. Guess what, lady? You're getting in the corset now.
Apparently we're on 5 snorts.
I think we are. Yeah, there was a snort, meow. Jim the Viking said snort, meow, meow, snort. What the fuck? 6. Darth Haster, who doesn't like the Klingon boob window?
Nobody. I'm down for the Klingon boob window. You're talking about the 2 sisters in the film?
Oh God, Lursa and Betor. Oh God, those 2. I've seen that actually cosplayed. Mm-hmm. And the women that did it, I had to ask them. I'm like, are those your real tits? Or did you actually mold, a bra underneath? Mm-hmm. And they're like, nope, we made these up ourselves. These are ours.
Nice.
And they were like, the funniest thing they said was, you're the only one brave enough to ever ask us that. I'm like, well, I'm a girl. I'm kind of curious. I'm a cosplayer. I'm curious how you did that stuff. That's really cool.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Is it a boob window? James Andrew Morrison. There's an episode where Riker, with the power of Q, ages Wesley. In my opinion. Blah, blah, blah.
Laughing my ass off.
Yeah, I know. Laughing my ass off. My eyes and my lips are not going together today. Compare the TNG adult Wesley to Will Wheaton. Haha, little wonder he's so butthurt.
Will Wheaton had all of the soy, unfortunately. Bless him.
Oh, so much soy. Wesley affectionately referred to his peers as the boy. Yeah. Especially by Patrick Stewart.
And James Andrew Morrison, poor Harry Kim, pursued by a Klingon woman, has to be saved by Neelix.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
There's a character I didn't like, Neelix. Or Kez, for that matter. I didn't like either.
Didn't like Kez.
I was not sad to see her go.
No, didn't miss her when she left.
There's a lot of appreciation for the boob window going on in the chat.
Ugh. Now, I was not a fan of Neelix either. I never knew how to approach that character.
Mm-hmm. He was a weird one.
He was just weird.
I loved Tuvok, though he was a great character. Wasn't a big fan of Chakotay.
Was not a fan of Chakotay myself either. Mm-mm. I did like the relationship they were blossoming between 7 of 9 and Chakotay. Mm-hmm. They were writing that really, really well, I thought.
Yeah, that kind of went out the window with Picard, didn't it?
A lot of shit went out the window with Picard. Even Picard went out the window with Picard.
It did. Became a side
baby out with the bathwater. Jim the Vikings. Neelix's character I didn't like. Ethan Phillips is really funny as hell and a very good sport. That's very true. He's been in so much Star Trek. Mm-hmm. Much Star Trek.
Met Ethan Phillips. He was a real sweetheart. He was a really, really nice guy.
Oh, you got to meet him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, he was really polite. He was lovely.
Aww. Oh, Darth Haster, did you really? It's Claudia Black's voice into the snortometer.
Okay with
She would
that.
have been awesome. She would have been awesome in some Star Trek.
I'm glad what we got her in. Yeah.
In Farscape.
In Farscape. Hold on, my headset's falling out. There we go.
There you
Yeah,
go.
in Farscape.
We don't talk about Picard, no.
Not if we can help it. No, we don't. No, like we said, we're talking good Trek today. We promise.
Yeah, we're talking good stuff. No, we don't. Nobody talks about Picard anymore. I don't even know why they're bothering to make a second season. Damn Harry, forever an ensign, while Paris screws up all the time and gets promoted. I know, right, Dave Bob? What was that all about? I never understood that.
Poor Harry Kim. He did everything right, and he still never got it. Never got anything out of it.
Nope. Nobody stays an ensign for 7 years. They discharge you. Bye, Kim.
And Pod Race and Palpatine. Tom Paris failed upwards. It's the Hollywood way.
Then went on to direct. I actually saw him, his name in the credits for Resident Alien. He wrote and directed an episode. I was like, hey, that's Tom Paris. Jeff's looking at me like, who? Like, never mind.
Move along. It's fine.
Move it along. It's a Star Trek thing. And he just rolls his eyes and goes, oh.
You could recommend Star Trek to somebody who's never watched it. Where would you say start? Start with TOS?
Actually, yes. Mm-hmm. I would start with the original series. Even though right now, for me, even watching it this morning, going back and watching it was cheesy as hell. But appreciate it for the cheesy because it was the 1960s.
You didn't like the bubbly sets and the...
No, and the stop motion photography and but I've been watching the updated versions. So these are the remastered versions, and they've added galaxies and they added rings to a couple of planets, and they have the Praxis effect now, and and all that fun stuff. But still, going back and watching it, the remastered, I would highly recommend it. Start there. Then go from the original series, go to the movies. The first, I'm going to say the first 6, but 5, no. Don't watch it. It'll hurt.
You really hate 5, don't you?
I really hate it with a mad passion. Because the thing is, I waited months. I waited a year for this film to come out, right? Because I've been hearing all the buzz and following all my stuff at the conventions and all my, TNG, the fan club and all this other stuff. I was psyched for this movie, right? It comes out. I waited in line. I paid to see this film, and it sucked.
You're still bitter about it, damn it.
And I'm still bitter about it. And this was 1990 or something like that. So, yeah, I was bitter AF about that.
Good morning, Maddie's daddy. Good to see you, honey.
Oh, where's Maddie's daddy? Oh, there he is. There's Maddie's daddy. Good morning. But yeah, I could. No, don't watch 5. Don't do it. Then go into the next generation. Then start the next generation and go in order from there. And Battle Hymn 63 is kind of right. The TNG movies are. See,
the only one I like was Nemesis.
I liked First Contact. Insurrection, I totally could have done without. That one was awful.
I can't even remember the plot to Insurrection. So
I vaguely do.
Something about aliens with stretchy faces.
Yeah, and the plastic surgery and staples. And,
Was that the one that had the Doom buggies, if I remember correctly?
No, that was Nemesis.
Oh, that was
Nemesis had Doom buggies. Yeah. The Argo. Yeah, and I only know that because I just watched it. What is this, Danny Boy? Even Bill Shatner hates Star Trek 5, and he directed it. Okay, I think he had a hand in writing some of it too. And Roger Haynes says, well, some say that 5 was just a dream Kirk had while they were camping. LOL. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And many people, including, and I will just go ahead and drop his name, Doomcock, tried to convince me that this is just a dream. It's kind of a throwaway episode. I said, why the fuck did I wait all this time to watch Just a Dream? I wanted to watch Star Trek.
By saying it's a dream doesn't make it better. It just makes it better. That's a trope.
No. What? And you know, and with Keely, yeah, hail Doomcock, but Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, he's wrong. Nope.
Mark, hashtag Barkley needs love too.
Oh yeah. Okay. Nth Degree. The Nth Degree is one of my favorite episodes of TNG too, because that's where it just gets weird.
Yeah. But I like Barkley. I've got to admit.
I like Barkley too. Broccoli.
Poor Barkley.
Dave Bob, we could all just say 5 sucked. Yeah, you could completely skip 5 and go straight to 6.
Yes.
You don't even need to see it. I mean, I own it on 2 sets of DVDs. I've never watched it. I've never opened that DVD.
The only thing I want on DVD is oh no, not Blu-ray. Blu-ray's DS9, but they just will not bring it out.
I was going to say, haven't they been knocking around rumors about DS9 on Blu-ray for a long time?
I have it on the DVD, sorry, but yeah, I want it on Blu-ray.
I would love to have DS9 on Blu-ray as a first watch for me. That would be amazing. I'll just have to settle for doing it, viewing it on Netflix or, yar. Oh yeah, I forgot about Birthright Part 1 and 2. On TNG. Forgot about that. And the emergency hologram. Yeah, the emergency medical. The EMH. I like doctor.
Yeah, Robert Picardi played a really good role on that.
And it was every time there's a snort, Claudia says, snort detected. And Keely says, I like Star Trek Generations, but I only watched it one time because I couldn't see the destruction of the Enterprise D a second time. Yeah. I walk out of the room at that part.
Yeah.
That kills me because right behind me, right up there, is my model of Enterprise D.
Hanging from the ceiling.
No, it's just, it needs to be. I need to rework some of my stuff so you guys could even see the Rocinante, but that's for another show. And oh my gosh, we have gone past the 11 o'clock mark, guys. It is 11:05. Oh my goodness. And Chris Persia says, Sammy, CBS said they didn't have the finance to convert DS9 to high def, yet they throw money hand over fist at STD and P-Hard. Yeah. I know.
And Lower Decks, which was expensive for an animated show.
And it was what? 7 episodes? Something like that?
10, I think.
Oh, it was 10?
I skipped.
I gave up on it.
Yeah, so.
I mean, yeah, but they destroy the Galaxy class, and then we got the E. So I have both of them actually in that cubby hole up there.
Yeah,
the lower one is Enterprise D, and one above it, and it's hard to see because it's a little bit in the back, is the Enterprise E, the Sovereign class. I do not have an Enterprise A or an original Enterprise.
We're gonna have to work on that.
That makes me sad.
But you've got the tricorder, and you've got.
I've got a tricorder. I've got and a phaser. So for at least that, I've got that going. My original uniform, but
I still like the idea that we had brought up by the chat on Monday. We go as an away team to Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, I think that would be epic. That would be so
That's
epic.
funny.
I will. Oh my god. If that would be amazeballs. I would do the hell out of that. What are you guys? We're the away team. There appears to be no sign of life around here.
Oh my god.
And under the wire, we've got Danny Boy with a 5-pound super chat. I love the remastered TNG Blu-rays. RMB did the most of the restoration work. Yes, he did, and I have them.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
I have them. I was
They
so
did an
happy to get
amazing
them.
job on them. Yeah.
It's RMB. I mean, come on. I'm sorry I'm sucking up to him, but I love him. I've loved him for a long time. He's everything Star Trek. We should have had him on this show, but maybe we'll get him on our show soon and be able to talk Star Trek with him, because especially I want to talk to him about Deep Space Nine.
Yes, that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, and Keely Chow, hail RMB, you got it.
Yeah, Rob is a lovely guy.
What is this? Colin P. Smith, they did an episode of Big Bang Theory where they went to Ren Fair and Sheldon went as Spock. Why doesn't that surprise me? I hate that show.
Yeah, I think I've watched a couple of episodes of Big Bang Theory, but it never really grabbed me. I know it was really, really popular.
Yeah.
But,
my neighbor loved it and was just like, you've got to love it. You're a huge Star Trek geek. I said, that's why I don't like it. Because Sheldon annoys the shit out of me. Yeah, Cavatanio, yeah, I've heard that. She was president of
Avery Brooks.
Avery's fan club.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Oh my god. That's Avery Brooks. All the respect in the world. And I've seen a few episodes of DS9. Don't throw me completely under the bus, okay, guys? But yeah. You know, Avery Brooks is just the man. Holy cannoli, Batman, not Ryan Johnson. Just dropped a $25 super chat. Just stopped in to smack the like button and drop off some sweet, sweet loot. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, not Ryan Johnson.
Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. I haven't seen you for a while. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you back in the chat, boss.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
And Rod Thunderheart says, me too. The laugh track really turns me off. Same.
Yeah, if you have to be told when to laugh, it's not that funny.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. No. Yeah, Avery Brooks is a boss, for sure. For sure. All right, you guys. It's time for us to get the heck out of here. We've gabbed on for 10 minutes over our time limit. That's okay. We're talking about Star Trek, so that's cool. Let's see. What all do you have coming up, hon?
We've got a game stream coming up to this evening. I think it's 6 Central. So we're going to try and finish God of War. Fingers crossed. We will get that done tonight. So that's pretty awesome.
I'll be watching. I'll be lurking in the background. And we've got Friday's show coming up, but I don't know. We haven't decided on a time that we're going to do it because we're going to talk about astronomy.
Yeah.
So we're keeping with the space theme this week.
Yeah.
And because there's
quite a lot to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah. With all the stuff that's happening with NASA now and the Mars rover. I actually watched that live. So.
I did. I watched it as well. And I think it was a couple of days ago we had a comet light up the sky in the UK, which was pretty awesome.
Oh, sweet. No, not astrology, Pat S. Astronomy. We could talk astrology too. I have books and volumes of books on astrology. But no, we're not talking astrology. We're talking astronomy. The study of the stars.
Pod Racing Palpatine, that line always gets me. Oh.
I always cry.
Me too.
No, now you're gonna leave it. No tears.
No tears. No tears. It just shows what an amazing actor Leonard Nimoy was.
Leonard Nimoy. I miss him like crazy. But yeah, we're out of here, guys. It's 11:11. Say hello to the relatives who are visiting you now, because at 11:11 you always get a visit from someone. Especially if you look at the clock at the right time. I'll explain that later. But have a great day, everybody. We will see you again on Friday. And don't forget tonight, Purple Valkyrie, she's over here, will be on the game stream on Loki's Mornings of Mischief, playing God of War with him. So that will be fun. We will see you, everybody, later.
We will. Thank you, guys. And huge thank you to everyone who joined and for all the super chats. You guys are amazing.
Yes. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys are wonderful. We have the best chat on YouTube, I swear. Have a good day, guys. We'll see you Friday.
Bye, guys.
Happy Wednesday.